Hi guys, I am going to change Miss Tiffany today. I'm going to take her out of this super cute Janie and Jack outfit that she's been in a while. And I am going to put her in this mother care outfit that Miss Kim sent. That is it's one of those dress onesies that I absolutely love. This is so going to the doll meetup with me next year. The onesie part is like this almost mustardy yellow. And the dress part has these cute animals. There's a zebra, an elephant, a crocodile, a giraffe, and I think that was all that I found on there. There's a ball on there too, like different balls and a tree. But and it's got some letters on it as well. And it's super cute. I am so in love with this dress. I could not wait to get it on somebody. So Tiffany jumped out, actually. Tiffany volunteered to be our model because I think that color is going to look really good on her dark skin tone. And speaking of her dark skin tone and my favorite Native Americans, I am so excited. Today my best friend purchased her first neonate. This is my best friend from North Dakota. Her and I got really close, and honestly, I don't know how I would have survived last summer without her. While my husband was down in Texas and the kids and I were still stuck in North Dakota. First of all, my husband had to start work down here before my son was out of school, so we didn't want to pull him out of school with less than a month of school. And then on top of that, our rental agency would not let us out of our lease just a couple months early, which is really kind of BS because we initially signed our lease with them in June, and there wasn't even like a month-to-month type thing. It was just kind of a BS story, and the company that we rented with, I would never recommend. You know, they started out really good. Our building was the best, greatest building they had, and while we lived there, so they wanted to keep it up. Well, while they lived there, they opened a huge apartment complex. And that became their priority. So, like, anytime we needed work, you were looking at a minimum 3 months. Anyways, so it was just me and the kids from May 1st until August 15th when my husband came to get us. And my best friend was there for me the whole time. She has 5 boys, and some of them are teenagers, but between her husband, her boys, and some other mutual friends, anytime we needed anything or I needed help with anything, they were there for us. Oh my god, this looks so great on her. I love this color on her. But her and I majorly bonded over American Girl dolls. And in the last year and a half, she pretty much has only 3 of the named dolls left to buy. She has, I believe, all of the historical dolls. And she only has, I think, 2 Girls of the Year left. She also has Logan and Teeny. And she has all the Welly Wishers. And anyways, her and I were talking, and she had said that she wanted to come to the meetup, and I'm all for that. I cannot wait to see her. Cannot wait to see Crystal. I cannot wait to see the other ladies that are planning on going. I hope they're still planning. But I mean, I'm so excited to be able to, I mean, like, I am ecstatic to see Krista. I'm excited to see the other girls, but I cannot wait to see my best friend. Like, I haven't seen her in almost a year, and I miss her dearly. Anyways, I was teasing her. I'm like, oh, no, we need to get a baby for you. And the whole inside joke with that is, when I had Luna, and I had another Real Care 2 Plus Japanese boy with the new head. I had those two. And her son loved the dolls. And I will be right back because my battery decided to die right now. Okay, I'm back, guys. Got a new battery. As I was saying, her son was really interested in my Real Care 2 Pluses. He also has autism. So, since they were for my program dolls, he wanted to borrow them. So I let them borrow them for a day or two. We didn't leave them on or anything. He just got to, like, hold the baby. And I guess at night, like, he would change it into its pajamas. I believe it was Luna I left there. And I had, like, a few things in a diaper bag for her, but he changed her, like, at bedtime. He put her into pajamas, and then he sat and rocked with her before bed. And with his autism, he does do a lot of the rocking. And my friend found that it seemed like Luna soothed him, like, when he was rocking. So, anyways, her husband thought the dolls were creepy. And so, anyways, the whole thing was, he was like, oh, you're never getting one of those dolls, blah, blah, blah. Well, fast forward. I was basically planning to possibly have to bring 3 dolls. And then, like, talking to Crystal, I'm like, do I really want to travel with the 3 dolls? Being 2 of them would be electronic. Because I was going to bring Yokito, Dust You, and then I really wanted to bring a Real Care 2 Plus or a Real Care 3 girl. And I'm like, the reason why I was bringing Dust You is because nobody was bringing a Native American. And anyways, we wanted to recreate a picture that we took 10 years ago. And actually, yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of the last night of our meetup, which is kind of bittersweet. Seeing, like, the memories with Cece, but knowing she won't be able to make it physically, we know she'll be there in spirit. But anyways, so I was kind of teasing my friend, like, you know, with the meetup coming up, we got to get you a baby of your own. And she was laughing about it, and she's like, haha, very funny. You know, husband said, there's no way in hell one of those dolls will be moving into our house. And I'm like, is he against the doll or is he against the electronics? And she's like, I think he's against the electronics. So last night I was looking on eBay, and a Native American boy, neonate, was on eBay, really good price. So I quickly messaged it to her, and she's like, oh, I've overspent this month. She's like, you know, I'm going to have to think about it. So she put it on her watch list, and I get a text this morning saying, I did it. And I go, you did what? And she's like, the baby's on his way home to me. Or will be on his way home to me. Because when her and I were talking also last night, I'm like, you know, honestly, I think, like, with getting it, I go, I can see your son, like, full on, like, parent mode with this doll. Like, I can see him wanting to, like, cuddle it, change its diapers, change its clothes. And especially being a boy, he'd be more excited. And I go, I can just see him sitting in his chair, rocking away, holding his baby. And she's like, you know what? She goes, I can see that too. So I guess she did talk to her husband and explain that part to him after she bought it. But so she goes, she goes, I did it. And I go, you did what? And she goes, I have the baby on my way home to me. And she goes, the best part is husband's reaction. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I told him that I purchased a new doll today, and it wasn't an American Girl. And his response is, oh no, it better not be one of those creepy robot babies. And she goes, I just burst out laughing, and she goes, well, and he's like, really? And she's like, it's the doll without it's the same doll but without the electronics. And then she went into saying about it was kind of going to be for her and her second youngest son, like it's her baby, but she was going to share it with him, since he was very, very attached to Luna, even when Luna wasn't on. So the two of them today, she was looking at pictures, or she showed pictures, the eBay auction, to her son, and they decided to name him Dakota. And tonight she texts me, she's like, doing my weekly grocery shopping, and then she shows her cart at Walmart, because she was asking like what size clothes fits them, and I told her that they wear like either newborn or 0 to 3 months. If it's a tiny newborn size, it's not going to fit them. Like a larger newborn, smaller 0 to 3 months. And I'm like, personally, I'm not a huge, like down here I hate the Goodwill, but up there the Goodwill that was in town was very reasonably priced. They had half price days once a week. They had dollar days once a week. Like, I was almost there weekly. Like, I got quite a bit of stuff there for my dolls, relatively inexpensive, like a whole, like a sleeper for like 50 cents, or and it'd be like a Carter's fleece sleeper, like very, I found like Gymboree stuff there, and I got it for the dolls for like $1. So anyways, I loved that Goodwill, and I told her, I said, you know, the Goodwill there is a good place to check out. They have a good boys selection. Girls, not so much. Boys, yes. They have a really good selection of boy stuff. And then I told her, I said, also Walmart has this brand that is $2 for a pair of pants and $2 for a onesie. And she texts me back, and she's like at Walmart grocery shopping, and then her cart, and she's got like 4 of the onesies and a couple pairs of pants in her cart. And I go, so what's your husband saying? And she goes, he's just shaking his head and walking away. And I have to laugh about that. I mean, her and I became really good friends really fast, and actually our husbands became pretty good friends before we moved. And even like when my husband came back, her and her husband helped us pack up the truck, and she helped me clean. Well, she was cleaning the apartment while I was packing the last of the stuff. My kids were over at her house with her boys, and her husband and my husband were packing the moving truck. But like him and I, like, apparently both her and I both feel like our husbands are somewhere on the autism spectrum as well. And like my husband opened up to her, and her husband opened up to me. So it's kind of like it was mutual friendship all around. So like with the baby think-it-overs, he would tease me about them and such, and I would just tease him back. Like there was one day I was putting a magnet in one of my doll's head, and I had the head off because I was gluing the magnet in, and I don't put the head back on until the glue's dry. And I text her a picture for him, and I mean, we'll just do things like that. But I am so excited for her to get her first neonate. She's really excited about it. I'm actually, I was planning on doing it anyways. I was going through some of my baby stuff, and I noticed I had way too much boy stuff. So I am going to be getting a little package of love mail to send to her. No, she does not have a YouTube, so you won't be able to see her that way. But on my Facebook page, I will probably, like if she texts me pictures, I will probably share pictures of Dakota. And so I'm super excited for her. And of my dolls, she told me that this face was her favorite. So she's excited that she was able to get her favorite sculpt as well. So I am going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed the little story of my friend getting her first neonate. This is so cute. I love it. Thank you so much, Kim. I love this. This is absolutely adorable. I mean, I am just so thankful for Kim. I am so thankful for my other friend too. But I'm out of all the crap that has happened on YouTube to me, it all is outweighed just by the friendship that I gained with Kim. Like, the other stuff that has happened in the past to me, this friendship with Kim has made it worthwhile. So thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. I know that you said you wish you could come to the meetup next year. So do I. That would be a blast. And I know that you said that you feel that even though you weren't able to physically meet Cynthia or even online, that you feel like you know her just from Crystal and I agree. I think Crystal, and I'm pretty sure Crystal would too, that I believe you would get along great with Cynthia. But this video got longer than expected for the changing video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Bye!